Dennis Simpson here with 2 words. Thank you. Brought to you by Jana Cook, Taylor Realty Group, 501-617-9747. Don't delay. Call Jana. Brought to you by MForce Capital, Joanna Horton at MForce Capital, 501-922-92. Your local professional in Hot Springs Village. And literally like your good neighbor, Ike Eisenhower, your State Farm agent. Your good neighbor is there, 501-984-4100. You know, the Bible says we should pray for those who despise and abuse you. And that sounds like praying for your enemies, doesn't it? You know what? I'm thankful for it all. I am so thankful this year. Oh, let me give you the quick list. And thank you. Thank you. I started this podcast over 7 years ago with Miss Stephanie Heffer making a face a little bit like this. And since that 7 years, this will be my 500th show alone. With Mr. Cantrell, I made about 450. So I'm coming up on 950 shows in or about or around Hot Springs Village. And yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. I have learned so much. I loved the Village before I started this, and that's one of the reasons I started Village Venues. I loved the Village. I wanted to tell the story. Some of the very first stories we told were with Jason Temple, who was the water engineer. He was the engineer and for the Village back when we had different terms. He became Public Works Director. But Jason, incredible guy, and he showed me the water plant, which I will not divulge the direction and where exactly it is, the pickup station. He took me on a tour of the water station. I mean, the whole place is just amazing. The water that gets to your tap every day. A lot of people are watching it. A lot of people are monitoring it. A lot of things happen to get it to your table. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all those guests. I'm grateful for those people. Tim Ernst, the photographer for the Village, for Arkansas. He has written more books and more photography books than you can ever imagine. He's agreed to come back on the show. I can't wait to get him back. Tom Alt, that we did a show via satellite because his internet was that way. But Tom Alt designed all 9 of the golf courses here in Hot Springs Village, and got a chance to talk with him and ask him some questions. The fine folks before there was Weyerhaeuser were the Dirks family. Been able to talk with Don Dirks. I'm trying to get him on camera. He's a wonderful guy, and the things he knows about this village are just unbelievable. Elizabeth Robbins with the Garland County Historical Society. See this lake right here? This is fed by Cedar Creek. See the lake back behind us? It's fed by Lake DeSoto, called Cortez. That was part of the Dark Corner at one time. It still is, I guess, technically. But it was basically occupied by outlaws and roughnecks and really kind of tough people that maybe would plow their field with a .44 revolver in their pants. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Simpson. That was the guy's name, believe it or not. Yeah. Back behind me in Lake Cortez, there is a grist mill and a post office under the lake. Yeah. There is a gentleman who is buried in the middle of Cortez Road. We've done a show about that. Do I know everything about the village? Oh, certainly not. Have I learned more doing this podcast than I could ever have imagined? Drastically more. And it's my opinion that God, you can say a divine force, you can say whatever you want, but God lines these things up. When we were talking about water, and we had some very serious water issues here in the village, I just happened to have worked with Dennis Sternberg for, a decade, because I was printing his newsletter, and he just happens to be president of the Arkansas Rural Water Association, and he just happens to be a font of information about all these topics. Unbelievable people, unbelievable coincidence, if you believe in that. Get that little spin there backwards? If you believe in that. But I can't thank enough people. I just can't thank enough people. I want to go first, and I want to thank Ike. Ike Eisenhower has been a friend in so many ways. The slogan is rote with him, but it's real, and that is like a good neighbor. This time 2 years ago, Diana and I were headed to New Orleans to catch a cruise ship. Really didn't know that much about New Orleans. He and his lovely wife had lived there. She was from New Orleans, and he was able to give us literally a laundry list. He, like a machine gun. He just, here, go here, go here, go here, this place. And we got the most out of our trip to New Orleans. Why? Because he's a sponsor and because we have a business? No, because he's a nice guy. I'm trying to bring my friends on camera in front of you and explain, this is a nice guy. You can trust him. I co-taught the Dale Carnegie sales course for 3.5 years. And during that time, I learned that people buy from people they like, they trust, and they can talk to. Yeah. Many of you, virtually everybody I've met, feels they can talk to me. And you can. And am I selling you something? I guess. I'm selling you Hot Springs Village, the glory that is this place, but what needs selling? You're already here. You're already watching. You're already listening. It's a pleasure. It is a pleasure. But Ike Eisenhower, you've been a friend in so many ways for so many years. Thank you, Ike. Thank you. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, staff. He's got 9 agents in that building now. If you haven't seen the most recent show we've done with him, they are 44th in the United States of all the state farms, 20,000 state farm agencies, and they are 44th in the United States, not in Dallas, not in Tulsa, not in New York, not in Oklahoma, not in Oklahoma City, not in Atlanta, not in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. 15 to 19,000 people based on how you want to count it. And they're 44th out of everybody in the United States. Let that sink in. There's a reason. Well, in auto insurance, I should be very specific here. They also offer home. They offer life. We're going to cover all those other things too soon. Number 2, not presently a sponsor, but still has been a sponsor and a sweet friend, Clara Nicolosi. I don't know how to say thank you enough to Clara. Clara was a sponsor for my show for quite a while, and she's a friend I call for good advice. Her wisdom, her insight, she's judicious, she's kind, she's considerate. I say this term without reservation, but with caution. She is Christ-like, and she would back up and go, I don't know about that. But when I talk with her, she considers the best for everyone, myself included, for her, for the village, for everybody. Clara, you're a star in this village for a lot of reasons. Janae Cook. Janae Cook was one of the first premier sponsors that we have here on Hot Springs Village Venues, and she is a progressive friend. And I don't mean progressive like liberal or whatever. I mean progressive, far from it. But I mean progressive as in we knew her, we worked with her, we got a little closer, we got a little closer, we got a little closer. And the more I worked with her, it was clear this is who I wanted to work with. No question, no issue, no nothing. I can unreservedly endorse our sponsors. Janae is as good a person as they get. She actually, I don't know if it'll finish out the year this way, but she is the third realtor, number 3 in real estate sales in the entire village. One lady, one gal who is unstoppable. She is, as one other realtor said, she's, quote, a hustler. She's out there hitting the pavement, moving and doing, but she's never too busy to be a friend. And Janae, you have been a dear friend, and I cannot thank you enough. I really can't. Joanna Horton. I had a jacket on, something like this, at the Hot Springs Village Voice Reader's Choice Awards this last year. And thank you, Jennifer, another wonderful sponsor that I love and can't get enough of. Jennifer, literally like a young older sister. Oh, she would, yeah. How about a younger sister? Yeah, that's what she'd like. Jennifer and I have a very sibling-like arrangement where we tell each other the gospel truth and say, well, you shouldn't do that, or you should do that, or that's a good idea, or, let me pray for you. Great lady. Great lady. Joanna Horton met me at the Village Voice Reader's Choice Awards. It came up to me and said, I want to talk to you. And Joanna has been one of the most rewarding people that self-introduced I've ever met in my life. I knew of her. I didn't know her. I had worked with Joe Marriott, who she had the practice, and she purchased his practice. And Joe was a nice guy. I liked Joe, got along well. But Joanna, she's a fire plug. I'm telling you, she's a pistol. And 13 licensures with the SEC. Yeah, let me explain that to you. A lot of people work hard to get their license so they can be a broker or a financial advisor. She has 13 of those. She has worked in the pit in New York on Wall Street for years and years and years, literally slept with a phone trading commodities. And I think everybody in the village should be blessed and honored to have somebody like that. Just an amazing personality, amazing sponsor. We love it. I can't wait to get some of the more shows out about her. Fascinating lady and funny. Yeah, again, kind of a sibling type there. I want to say I should do a shout out to Cowboy. He is not a sponsor right now, but Cowboy has been a great friend this year also. That's Greg Castile at Cowboy's Barbershop on the East End. Couldn't be a nicer guy. Couldn't be more sincere. Just happens to be a Guinness Book World Record holder as the world's oldest bull rider, who was 61, I think, at the time, and went ahead last year and broke his own record again to be the oldest bull rider at 63 again. Incredible guy, incredible people. In his spare times, he builds Conestoga wagons. Yeah. And he actually only cuts hair 15 days of the month. So you better get your appointment. It's Cowboys Barbershop. You want to get included there. I've got so many people. I'm going to leave somebody out. And I'm sorry. Oh, duh. I can't believe it. KVRE, Alice and Tracy at KVRE and Tom, literally like family. I cannot tell you how great it is to have a radio show on there. And for them to be sponsors for Village Venues, it is a pleasure. Oh, yeah. I want to throw out the counterintuitive thank yous. Some of you may have heard, I haven't mentioned a lot about it, but it's been just screaming in my life, and that is that in September we found out that Diana had a malignant tumor in her breast. It was very small. They caught it very early. It was at a very accessible place. Literally, I was going to say it was cosmetic. Not even cosmetic. Looks like a scratch. But we went to a doctor who told us there were no other options except to literally cut it off, sternum to armpit, and that, quote, you have garden variety breast cancer, just cut it off. To which Diane said, well, what about this procedure? What about this procedure? And she said, no, those won't work. And we were told this was one of the finest surgeons in the state. We ran from there to Dr. Jerry Faint at Carti, to Dr. Ishmael Makul at Carti, and Dr. Sam Roton. And these have been some of the finest people we've ever met. And not just as healthcare providers, but as humans. Dr. Roton put his hand on my shoulder and said, I have a wife too. I will take care of her. It was about then I realized we were in the very best hands possible. And I could not be more grateful for the first surgeon. Had we gone with her, it would have been a complete mastectomy. It would have been a huge scar. It would have been an emotional bruise, an emotional wound. And as Dr. Faint, the surgeon who did a little lumpectomy on Diane, said, it doesn't improve your odds any. Which we got the OncoScore type back and realized Diane has 95% chance of it never coming back. It feels as if someone put a gun to our heads pulled the trigger. We heard the explosion. And then for the next 3 months, we checked ourselves to see if we were hit, because we weren't really. It's been a roller coaster ride, to say the least. And finally, this one's going to sound really weird, and I do not mean for it to be critical in any way. That is not my intent. I'm going to thank Randy Cantrell. About a year ago, Randy asked me to come over, and during that meeting, he mentioned I was not on the program anymore, which was devastating to me because I was all in that program. And he decided that he wanted to go a different direction, and he has. And I decided I want to go a different direction. And I have. And you today, right now, are watching the result of that. 7 years ago, I began this program, and I had, in the first year, I might have had 10,000 views. Well, I ceased this program, and for nearly 4 years, hopped on the cart with Mr. Cantrell and made a whole lot of shows, learned a whole lot of things, learned a whole lot about production. I was already a techie and an AV guy, so I didn't know that much, need to learn that much, but it was enlightening. It was very enlightening. And since January of this year, I have gained 125,000 views from you people. I have gained over 2,400 subscribers. Thousands and thousands of likes, hundreds of comments, unbelievably nice comments. And at the day that happened, I was very dejected. I was stunned. I just couldn't believe it. But here I sit nearly a year later. I'm grateful. I'm very, very grateful. I wish Mr. Cantrell well. I hope that program continues to prosper. It will not have me on it, but I wish him the best. I wish us the best too. And I thank you for watching and listening and being patient. And I can say definitively, the best is yet to come. Diana and I have over 50 episodes in the can that we will be releasing in the next few weeks. Places from all over Arkansas, places that we went and ran to, state parks, national forest, just attractions around Hot Springs and Hot Springs Village that are roughly within an hour of the area. And these have been in the can for months. I wanted to save some because some days it's gray and cold, and not cold, wear your sunscreen for this Christmas. But the very fact of the matter is that I wanted to give you some green and some beautiful to get us through the gray yuck that is sometimes winter in Hot Springs Village. And last but not least, I'm going to show you something y'all have never seen with me. 950 shows, and you've never seen me in this. Seeing myself on camera. Did I mention? Here, we'll do this. I've got a big head. I mean, like a big head. When I played football in high school, we had a contest. It was called See Who Could Knock the Skinny Kid the Furthest. And you see what role I played in that. And then we had the who the heck has a helmet that big and a head that big? This guy. For Hot Springs Village Venues, for Dennis and Diana. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Don't delay. Call Janae. Janae Cook, Taylor Realty, 501-617-9747. Whether you're buying, selling, or just considering. Oh, we don't need a realtor yet. Yes, you do. Don't delay. Call Janae. 501-617-9747. Call 501-922-9259. Joanna Horton at MForce Capital. She can offer a complimentary financial evaluation planning session just for you and your needs. Once again, 501-922-9259.
Hot Springs Village Venues is brought to you by KVRE at 92.9 and streaming worldwide on iHeartRadio. KVRE is your family-owned local hometown radio station, so be sure and tune in for live local programming, news, sports, and information every day at 92.9. HSV Radio. HSV Radio is heard every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. or streaming on any of the major platforms. Hot Springs Village Radio is an eclectic mix of music, motivation, great music history, and Saturday morning fun. Join us every Saturday morning at 9 a.m., 92.9. And brought to you by the Hot Springs Village Voice, Hot Springs Village only newspaper, also serving all of Saline and Garland County. Your local newspaper for local events. No one else has more local news than the Hot Springs Village Voice about the Hot Springs Village area. Sign up today at hsvvoice.com or call 501-623-6397. Again, that's 501-623-6397. Located at 3576 North Highway 7 in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, just in front of Walmart. Brought to you by Gotta Go Vacations. www.gottagovacations.com. Troy Woods and Patrick Cunningham at 501-204-4805 can help you with any of your travel needs. Patrick and Troy have been airline stewards for decades, and their experience and their travel can serve you well. GottaGoVacations.com, again, that's GottaGoVacations.com, can help you book the perfect tour for you, whether it's a riverboat cruise up the Mississippi or the Rhine. These guys are who you need to call. 501-204-4805. Troy or Patrick, 501-204-4805. GottaGoVacations.com. D&D Village Properties. Hot Springs Village only short-term rental with over 2,100 five-star reviews. All properties are lakefront. They include complimentary kayaks, hot tub, pet-friendly, and a stunning view of the lake. Visit DD Village Prop today for your vacation getaway.